Hi everybody, this is Palace of Forest. I'm Old John. Today we are talking about the Pearl Chain of China. 云香、皎漂、瓜达尔港、汉潘托塔 and Kra Land Bridge. A century from now, when looking back at the first half of the 21st century, the competition between China and the United States will undoubtedly be a highlight. This rivalry spans military, finance, space, high-tech, semiconductors, pharmaceuticals, and various aspects of daily life, all fiercely contested. However, one day, the US will leave East Asia. Yet, note that there is one neighbor that will always remain. That is India. As a manufacturing powerhouse, China's demands for energy is a matter of national survival, completely escaping the chokehold of the Strait of Malaga. Requires diverse attempts, so let's look at China's layout regarding these vulnerabilities. Number 1. Yunxiang Base. U.S. Defense Secretary Austin flew to Cambodia to meet the new leader, Hong Ma-lei, right after the Shangri-La Defense Ministers Summit on June 4, 2024. China and Cambodia have such close ties that they are like wearing the same pants. Is the U.S. too late? Previously, the U.S. barely paid attention to Cambodia. Besides military might, can the U.S. provide the infrastructure? Nonetheless, the effort is commendable. The U.S. still has charm if it set aside arrogance. Clearly, Austin's visit was aimed at the Yunxiang Base, which the U.S. had previously leased. Cambodia asked China to support the constructions of the canal, Taco Phulan Canal, creating a Mekong River outlet near Yunxiang Base. Currently, the Mekong River does not flow to the sea in Cambodia, which uses Lebanese port instead. The project, set to start in August, is estimated to cost 1.7 billion and covered 180 kilometers. A few years ago, many Taiwanese youths were tricked by the Cambodia gangs into human trafficking. Taiwan, once one of the 4 Asian tigers, is now struggling due to internal corruption and lack of competitiveness. In contrast, Cambodia's new leader, Hun Sen's son, Hong Ma-lei, 47 years old, a West Point graduate with a master's from New York University and a PhD from the University of Bristol in economics. He represents the hope for Cambodia's future. Cambodia's troubled history includes the 1970s coup, supposedly orchestrated by the U.S., which led Prince Sihanouk to flee to China. The Khmer Rouge era, 1970 to 1975, brought horrific massacres. In 1978, Vietnamese forces expelled the Khmer Rouge but occupied Cambodia until 1979. After the 1985 election, Hun Sen has remained in power for 39 years. Number 2, in Myanmar. China is building an oil and gas pipeline from Jiaopiao to Kunming and Chongqing. China mediated a ceasefire between the government and rebellion forces and secured a 99 years lease on Jiaopiao port. Without the Chinese intervention, the Myanmar government might have been overthrown. Number 3, Gwadar Port in Pakistan. On March 26, 2024, 5 Chinese engineers and the drivers were killed in a terrorist attack at the Dasu hydropower plant in Pakistan. Investigations revealed that the attacks were supported by India's intelligence agency. India's intelligence has been particularly aggressive recently, even targeting Sikh leaders in Canada and the US. The Gwadar Port oil and gas pipeline is constructing along the treacherous Hindu Kush mountains to Xinjiang, making the construction extremely challenging. This China-Pakistan economic corridor has taken 8 years to build and still remain incomplete in Pakistan. But once finished, it will significantly reduce the strategic importance of the Strait of Malacca for China. Number 4, Hambantota Port. On April 10, 2024, Hambantota Port was officially leased to China for 99 years. Despite ongoing controversy, critics claim that the Belt and Road initiated traps countries in debts, but agreements were made willingly. Although disputes have quieted down recently, efforts to complete the port construction continue. Number 5, Kara Land Bridge. Thailand initially planned the Kara Canal, but the high cost and fears of dividing the Muslim South held the project. On November 15, 2023, last year, during the APEC summit in San Francisco, Thailand announced a $28 billion investment to build a 100 kilometers land bridge from Rayong to Chinpu, likely with the Chinese assistance starting in 2025 and finished by 2030. The project is controversial due to potential logistical inefficiencies and strained relations with Singapore and Malaysia. So, discussions continue. In summary, securing a position on the international stage is not easy, and one can sense Americans' anxiety about losing its influence permanently. I hope you like my show. Please praise and see you next time. Thank you.